gente. Esta noche estamos de fiesta, andamos de tweakers. I want to thank everyone tonight that we were able to surpass the 2,000 YouTube subscribers. Vamos bien in less than 5 months. All that otros platforms took forever to get that accomplishment, but we were able to do it here as a team. And I want to thank everybody tonight for making this possible. We've had our ups and downs. We've had our great journeys throughout this couple of years, guys, pero aquí seguimos triunfando como la reina que soy. Hello, Nancy, ¿cómo estás? Remember, you gotta share, you gotta like, you gotta invite a friend. Estamos de fiesta. Vamos a andar de tweakers toda la noche, puro pinche party. Hello to everyone. Hey, Delia, ¿cómo estás? Thank you, Mr. Hernandez, Leonor. Thank you to everyone, guys. We were able to do it. Thank you, Sandra. This is a team effort, guys. Team effort. Without you, yo no soy nadie. Lo ha dicho muchas veces. Les agradezco todo el apoyo a cada uno de ustedes, guys. Everyone thumbs up, guys. I'm just like so in shock, guys. I wasn't expecting for these numbers to grow so fast, to be honest. Gracias a cada uno de ustedes. 2,000 y vamos por más. Ay, Lady Boss, gracias. Hello, Mystery. Hello, Yvette, ¿cómo estás? Vero, ¿cómo estás? Precious, how is everybody doing, guys? How is everybody doing tonight? Bueno, vamos a pensar el pinche show. Gracias. Quiero hablar pues de qué vamos a hablar hoy, guys. You gotta wait. Here, there's one here. Anyways, aquí está el pinche tóxico, guys. Bothering me como siempre. What do you want, terco? Shut your mouth. Anyways, guys, ya le tranqué la pinche puerta. No quiero andar batallando con este batito esta noche. What do you want, Chris? Como mamá la borraca el pinche vato este. Anyways, yo bien enojada. Ay, pinche perro desgraciado, cock blocker. Yo quiero ir a pichonear a alguien más. Y este vato todo el tiempo está aquí de pinche chicle. Pull it on and hit him with the car. I think I'm going to pull it on and I'm going to reverse. Thank you. Hi, guys. I feel like Mariah Carey ahora esta noche. Don't forget about us. No, but on a serious note, guys, por ahí oí down the grapevines que una prima mía perdió su trabajo. La corrieron porque se peleó en un pleito, guys, y la corrieron del trabajo. And she was telling everybody that la prima estaba platicando a todo el mundo that she was suspended. She was never suspended. La corrieron por peleonera. Y trabajaba en El Paso. Por ahí algo me contaron, algo así, guys, de la prima, ¿verdad? Y la corrieron a la chingada por peleonera. I know. Congratulations, you deserve everything coming, guys. Thank you. Qué bueno, karma. Sí, pobre prima, la corrieron por pendeja. Anyways, guys, les quiero decir una cosa, que ahora fue Ramp a mi cantón. Ay, pinche Ramiro, perro desgraciado. And Ramp fue and he took somebody to do the measurements. Ram was going to help me out to remodel the storage room into a studio. He took somebody today. And I am gonna ask for support to help him out. I don't want this to fall all on Ram by himself, guys. This is a team effort. He did order me cameras already for a Christmas gift. He bought me some cameras that will arrive Tuesday or Wednesday. He's gonna have somebody install them, so that means I could park my car there at my house. But he wants to remodel the storage room. He was all excited because he saw it with light and everything, and I was like, yes, the money has been going to a good cause. Whatever y'all help me out with, guys, se los agradezco de todo corazón. Esta noche es de travesuras. Ay, tengo que llamarle a alguien, guys. Ahorita le voy a llamar a alguien that she's supposed to be my guest for tonight. Déjame le marco.
Hello.
Hola, Panocha, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, estúpida. What do you want?
Ay, ¿cómo? Quiero hablar contigo, pendeja.
Estás en un live, ¿verdad?
Sí, estoy live. Aquí estamos en vivo y directo desde la ciudad de Mercedes reportando.
Ay, no, hombre.
¿Cómo te fue en la noche? ¿Cogiste o no cogiste, perra?
Claro,
Ay,
siempre,
ay, andas de
always.
putona.
¿No te mordiste?
Y si yo soy virgen. Your show will only become more chingón, Rubico 80. Ay, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're celebrating tonight that we have over 2,000 YouTube subscribers. In less than 5 months, we were able to accomplish that, perra.
Congratulations,
I know, me
stupida.
aviento. Me aviento.
De panza, de panza.
No, it's because we did a lot of fake profiles.
No sé, I saw that you were
Sí,
doing all your 75 fake
yes, y voy a hacer
profiles.
tómbolas. Hey, te iba a invitar a porear esta noche. Vamos a estar en el canalito. Vamos a llevar
No, pues
chingos
estás
de,
siempre loca. Quieres que
vamos a llevar
me
chingos de
pinche
baking
nail.
soda. Vamos a
No,
llevar.
quieres que me congele,
Va a ir la
stupida.
marrana mantecosa. She's doing drops de puro pinche baking
Y luego a
soda.
mí que me importa, a mí no me importa esa vieja.
Dijo que si tienes un wild hog
Hombre, cuando chinga voy a tener un pinche wild hog.
o si tienes una vaca lechera.
No, hombre, menos.
Bueno, pues quiero platicar de ti honestamente. Ahora vamos a hablar de puro chile. No, 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 on a serious note. Quiero hablar, levanta la pierna, Rubí. No, ando on mi period, guys, no puedo. No, quiero hablar al chile aquí ahorita esta noche. ¿Tú qué
A ver,
piensas de todos estos pinches vatos que andan teniendo affairs?
de los que tienen affairs,
Ujú.
pues, ay, no, hombre, no sabré qué decirte because, pues, I don't know anybody that's had an affair.
Yo conozco de
Pero,
dos. Mira,
pues,
yo voy a decir, mira, I'm gonna speak sin pelos en la lengua, guys. Because
a ver,
todavía tengo resentimiento con Francisco. I'm still a little bit disappointed that he decided to wander off. And I know he could do whatever the fuck he wants to do, right? Es pedo de él. But at the end of the day, me pongo a pensar, yo de pendeja, I gave him access to my page para que poniera pendejada y media. A mí me enchorizaron, salí de la pinche cárcel, and he doesn't want to like be part of this anymore. I don't think it works like that.
pues it shouldn't work like that, pero pues,
Because we don't
that's,
even,
I
we
mean,
to be honest, we don't even talk anymore. He doesn't call me, I don't call him or anything like that. And me pongo a pensar, pues tanto que defendía a los tuyos, tanto que defendía a tus hijos, defendía a tu esposa, y luego me resulta que ya no quieres ni associate conmigo, like eso no va conmigo. Y dice que mi mami me explicó que su family, yes, I understand your family, right? Which is your priority, which should be your number one priority. But if you really cared about your family, you would have never had an affair to begin with,
yeah,
¿verdad?
pues,
Porque el hombre es
yeah.
mañoso. Anda a mí me vale donde ande, to be honest. El vato me dijo straight out. Y es más. He had my Gmail, my Google account, and I didn't even fucking know that. I thought it was my password to my YouTube. De repente, they're sending out my fucking nudes now.
Y ahí tenías tú todos tus
Sí, pues
nudes.
ahí tenía mis nudes mamando riata y me tenían empinada y todo el pinche pedo, nude pictures, y de repente Roser le mandaron de un pinche fake profile.
Hijo eso.
Y esta
Pero de
noche yo hablo
perdido
sin
te
pelos en
miras
la
bien
lengua.
donde andas haciendo esas cosas.
¿Mande?
Digo, de perdido te miras bien donde andas haciendo esas
Pues
cosas.
sí, no me agüito. Yo por eso le dije a la Chucky que si quiere mis pictures, pues se los mando, no hay pedo. Pero de perdido, I mean, don't send them out. Like, dime, ¿sabes qué? I saw your pics y me gustaron, and I'm gonna keep them to myself. No hay pedo, yo te doy permiso, ¿verdad? But that's the way I see it. Y lo mismo de Manny behind the mic. Esta noche voy a hablar sin pelos en la lengua. El vato allá llevando pan dulce y no me trajo pan dulce. Me dio el pinche pedo. Resultó que también andaba de mañoso.
¿Con quién?
Pues con una Annie.
A la madre.
Ujú.
¿Con Annie o con Angie?
No, con Annie. Annie, una Annie.
Annie. A la
Ujú.
madre.
Ya, una Annie. Entonces, así resultó. Pero quién sabe.
Con una Annie que empieza con una Pu.
No sé. Es lo que me contaron por ahí. That's what I heard on the grapevines from different stories, whatever. Pero sí, es lo que me cae bien gacho de estos pinches vatos, to be honest, guys. A mí el vato que anda de mañoso y que anda de mujeriego, teniendo a su familia, a sus hijos, I don't respect men like that. I don't. Y lo digo yo,
Bueno, pero,
lo digo
bueno,
yo.
pero, pero bueno, vamos a hablar del Chile, ¿verdad?
Mhm.
Okay. Pero how did you respect it before? Porque si lo respetabas antes y ahora no lo quieres respetar? What?
The thing is that we had something in common. That's what it is. Everybody has something. Es como le explicaba él.
You had a common enemy. That's
We had a
just
common
plain and simple.
denominator, put it to you that way. So we had to work together. It's common sense. The same thing I asked him to work with Vanessa because we all had
But
one common denominator. We can't mention names. Remember, we cannot mention names.
yes, pero bueno, te iba a decir, pero see, that's the thing that I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've known that all this, like todas las personas involucradas,
Mm-hmm.
sin mencionar nombres, todas las personas involucradas, at one point they start making alliances. And it's so weird because at the end of the day, it's like, esta estaba con este y ahora está con esta. Y este estaba con esta y ahora está con este.
So
And
they
it's
asked me a
like,
question here, time out. So you were never real friends? In reality, we were acquaintances. A friend is somebody who you associate with every day. A friend is somebody who you talk to every day. A friend is somebody who you call every day, you text every day, right? You communicate with that person every day.
yeah.
And we were just acquaintances. Yes, we would talk. Yes, we would communicate, but it wasn't like, oh, let me call you every day. It was just part of here communicating. But at the end of the day, I just feel like this guy just decided to walk off, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, why would you do
Por
that to
eso,
me?
pero bueno, going back, espérate, no me desvíes de donde te estoy
And you know
diciendo.
what? And I'm gonna tell you why I'm upset too with Frank. Because Frank wanted to be a bitch, and I'll say it right here in front of everybody, trying to text my brother and get information, making up bullshit lies. Why does Jaime yell at your mom? And my brother actually went to the cops and filed a report on Frank. That's my brother who did that. And that's something else because he's trying to dig up shit. Don't know how because I supported the fact that I told Vanessa the door's open for anybody to go press charges. Go do it. Press charges on me if you have to. Press charges on anybody else. Stand up for yourself. And I'll say it this way, Vanessa, estás bien pendeja because you have the opportunity to go stand up for yourself and do something about it and you don't do it. Por eso me cae bien gacho ese pinche pedo. Because ahí estás llore y llore, chingue, chingue, y diciendo que la gente no te deja en paz, and you don't stand up for yourself. A mí me enchorizaron because I ando chingue, chingue yo about the modification law, going to the city meetings. And now que me enchorizaron, it opens up the fucking door for you and everybody else to go do it, and you don't do it. Like, ¿a qué vamos a llegar? What was the whole point of me getting arrested if you don't stand up for yourself?
Well, see, and that's the thing, Jaime, that now you have to think about it and see it in that sense. Like, I know that what you've done up until now has all been positive. You've tried, if you would have never have said in your last life prior to you getting arrested, you know what, this law, why hasn't the chief of police of a certain city where you got arrested at, why haven't they done anything about this? And it all started with an individual that got attacked on Halloween night.
We can't talk
If you
about
would,
that.
if that's why, well, I'm just saying, if you would have never had said anything about that, your arrest would have never happened. That's the way I see it, and that's my
Correct. I
opinion.
think there was no movement regarding to this. It was just sitting there and reports were getting done. At the end of the day, because I decided to say I'm gonna go to the open meeting or whatever and advocate for it again. That same day my warrant was signed. On a Tuesday I was arrested. Hours before my arrest, my warrant was signed. So there was a political movement involved in it. I have nothing to say bad about the chief of police, to be honest, but there was a political movement because of trying to suppress my voice. It's called official oppression. And it happens. You see it often all over the place. But now this my arrest was happened. It was able to open the door for a lot of people to go press charges. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, someone has to sacrifice their freedom in order to get shit done.
Yeah, but can we agree that it shouldn't have gotten to that point? Can we agree that this should have stopped when, you know, certain individuals from certain platforms prior to your
Okay, somebody put
platform?
here right here. Look, Vanessa isn't stupid. I'm sorry, but there are reports made by nothing cannot follow Yes, she's busy taking care of the cases against her. Believe me, she's worked on it. Christina, you're totally wrong about that. Vanessa hasn't moved on it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because she felt intimidated by John Allen. So, Christina, do your research before you come post that, because there's receipts where Vanessa tells somebody that she's intimidated because of John Allen. A mí no me van a decir that you're going to get intimidated porque ese pinche viejito bastardo is talking shit about you. Who gives a fuck? You're going to stand up for yourself. You're going to stand up for yourself, pese lo que sea, right?
Well, yeah, you are going to stand up for yourself, pese lo que sea, but at the end of the day, you have to recognize also what your odds are.
Well, look, I mean, the thing is that prior, they told her that she could go in. Anything September 2021, she could have gone in and do reports on it as long as there's receipts to it. Has she done it? No. And I understand she has priorities of court and going to court for other things, right? But who doesn't have court? I have court. I have court in Hidalgo County. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing like what I got to do. I think if I have to go file a report on somebody who's harassing me, somebody who's doing cyberbullying or stalking or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you're going to make the time because you're fed up with it. You're tired of it. You want it to stop. But if you're not
Yeah.
putting an end to it, just because you have court doesn't mean you can't go to the police station and press charges. It doesn't take a fucking genius. Te gusta la mala vida. That's what it is.
Well, I don't think que es que le gusta la mala vida. I think that what more than anything, what's happened is that she's already gotten accustomed to I have no voice. I've said it. I've tried to do this. I've tried to do that. What is the difference now? Just because you got arrested, does that mean that it's going to happen? I mean, for all you know, así como lo has dicho, it was a political movement. How do you
Right,
know
but now you
that
can't
if she
finger
goes,
point. You can't say, okay, well, I'm gonna arrest him, I'm
no,
gonna arrest here, I'm
but
gonna arrest him. You can't do that. Every case should be taken serious now because
But
obviously
they're not going to take her serious, Jaime, because how many times have they taken her serious? How many times?
that's the issue because of how you
That's
can.
right, but
But the
how
thing
many
is, Mira, you
times?
want people to take you serious and take you into consideration. There's a way to conduct yourself. Like myself, when I go speak at school board meetings, when I go speak at the city meetings, I don't go as Ruby. I leave that character out of the way and I go and
Well,
conduct myself totally different. You know what I mean? There's a
yeah,
time and place.
and I understand that, Jaime. Pero entonces, bueno, entonces, ¿cómo se hace conduct Vanessa? If she's always been Vanessa Tijerina, she's never said, "Oh, yo soy Huevolín Tijerina."
No,
She's
no, no, no.
always
Okay,
said,
but
"Yo soy
you
Vanessa
do have a
Tijerina,"
point
the
there. But you
individual.
gotta understand that somebody's gonna is how she carries herself. She carries herself as Vanessa Tijerina, right? And it's always the image of her trying to run for an elected seat, right? I'm a public figure.
No, but even when she hasn't, when she's not running for seat, she's always being attacked. She's always being attacked.
See, but that's when she needs to take action, which is now.
But what is
Mira,
gonna change?
the minute that I got arrested, since I got arrested, has she made the attempt to go to PD? Yes or no? No.
Well, I don't know.
I'm
I
telling you
don't know
no.
that
I'm
because,
telling you she
how,
hasn't.
but how do you know? Because you think that because it's not in black and white
No, because
that
she
it
reached
hasn't
out for
happened.
me. She reached out to me for support. She wanted me to go with her.
Okay, well then I don't know. Like I can't talk on something that I don't know. Like yo no puedo hablar algo que yo no sé. No,
Es como mira, and I go back to Frank because the same thing with Frank. Tanto que hablaron de sus hijos, tanto que le cagaron el palo de sus hijos, and he has never done anything about it. It's like me pongo a pensar,
por
pues como
eso, pero también te tienes que poner a pensar, sí, tanto que han hablado de sus hijos, pero también es como dice el dicho, tampoco tire la piedra y escondas la mano,
Rubio said right here,
porque
mira, Rubio said right here, well, go with her, Jaime. You have a point of me going with her, Rubio. You're absolutely correct. Pero si yo voy y les muevo otra vez, I'm running the risk of getting arrested again. It's common
bueno,
sense.
and that,
Por
well,
eso
and,
no me arrimo.
bueno, ¿y tú crees que ella no piensa lo mismo? That what if she goes out there and she does that and she gets arrested because I mean the people that have always been against her, they've had that vendetta against her to wanting to ruin her, not only get her arrested, but look at what she's
Even
been
her
through.
job. Es como
Everything,
la
everything.
Wanganet saying que making fun of her about getting beat up, making fun of her slipping on. I hope she slips on a banana peel, que she chokes on a peanut or whatever the fuck. Like, I mean, what type of a malicious person you are. Eres crappe, eres mierda. Para pensar así una persona, not even on my worst enemy. Es más, as a couple of shows, I was wondering what had happened to Glow. To be honest, ya no se ha escuchado de ella. Dije, something must have happened to her, pobrecita, whatever. Because at the end of the day, es ser humano. You're a human being y no se le desea mal a nadie, ni la muerte, ni nada.
Yeah. Pero pues lo que pasa is that some people are so full of bitterness and are so full of hate that they don't care that that person is a human being. Esas personas, all they care is spewing their hate on who shines.
And she would
And
say she would
and it's
spit on
evident.
Vanessa's face. Can you believe she would say that she would spit on Vanessa's face?
Well, I would like to see her try.
Because isn't that could be a charge, no?
That's assault. That is an assault. When you spit on somebody, that's assault.
Y no sé por qué tanto odio le tienen. ¿Qué le robó Vanessa? ¿Qué chingados les debe?
Porque brilla, because she
Mira,
shines.
al fin de
And I'm
cuentas,
not
lo digo
saying
yo
it
aquí
because
sin
I'm
pelos en la lengua.
upon
Si
her,
la
no.
ruca le gusta la pinche droga, no le gusta la pinche droga. Si se la compras tú, entonces rúñele el culo. Y si no se la compras tú, entonces why the fuck do you bark about it? Right?
But we go back to what you initially started asking and what you started saying. We go back to the person that created this monster and this whole hate train against Vanessa. Y
And
por
that
eso
person
y
is.
ahí that person is hablando al chile.
I
That's
actually
that
had a
person.
conversation with him when all this was going on, and I was trying to get everyone to be on the same page, right? Because we had something in common here, right? I had spoken to Frank, and I told Frank, you know what? Stop talking about Vanessa, especially her kids. And he told me no, and I got upset. We had an argument because of that. And to me, it's like, está bueno, ya la pisoteaste, ya barriste el piso con ella, cámbiale poquito la canción. And again, I guess en esta vida todo da vueltas, because así como puso los kids de Vanessa, acuérdate, nomás les tapó las caritas, pues ponieron los kids de él también. I'm not saying it's right to do that, but
Yeah,
but it seems.
y quién lo hizo? The person that learned from her teacher.
Yeah, so
O sea,
at the end of the day, it
so
seems like
you
everything
learn,
repeated itself.
aprendió de alguien lo que estaba haciendo. So
Right. Entonces
that's why le caló. And
como que todo esto se revolvió, and everything's to be repeating itself back and forth. Like it
yeah, y se
happened.
va a repetir y vas a ver al rato otra vez va a volver, esa association that these individuals had will eventually one day happen where they'll reunite and hacer como si nada pasó, and it's happened. I've been seeing it, and I'm sorry. I mean, whoever I offend with what I'm going to say, but I feel that some of these platforms are in cahoots with each other with, hey, what do people feed off? Drama. Like, how can we, like, come with ideas? Like, sometimes I even think, like, maybe what happened with the kick and the whole kicking in the cooter, maybe all that was staged. We don't know.
Right. Y luego me pongo
Nadie
a
sabe.
pensar yo, like when Manny behind the mic picked off, like where he left off, because he's allegedly became a butterfly. Um, it's like, why would you continue doing that? And I even told Manny before, I believe.
Porque no hubo cargos? Why weren't there any charges
Right.
from either parties? That should have been an
But she,
assault charge.
but which one?
What happened of the kicking of the cooter?
Okay, no, but I'm talking behind Manny behind the mic.
No. That's why, but I'm saying they are all in cahoots, porque si te pones a pensar, back then, there should have been assault charges from both parties, not just one, both. Porque los dos tuvieron la culpa, no nomás una persona tuvo la culpa.
Mm-hmm.
Both people involved were, to blame for the outcome of what happened.
Right. And I mean, at the end of the day, me pongo a pensar cómo Manny behind the mic would make time to go sit in a courtroom to hear Vanessa's cases. John Allen, la marrana mantecosa, no tiene nada más que hacer. Ya la mujer lost a custodial of her kids, right? And they're still dogging her. They're still wanting to. John offered me money to find out where the fuck she worked. Offered me $50 to find out where Vanessa worked because he wanted to get her fired. So primero tan chingui chinga mamando la borrega que la mujer no trabaja. Now she fucking works y está con la pinche misma mamada.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, and it's not to bring whatever he's done down or to say that it wasn't enough or it wasn't anything, but whatever he's done, that heroic action that he took there in Westaco, todo eso se manda a la jodida, like it goes to zero to nothing when he uses that kind of behavior,
And we could
wanting
we could put an
to.
example out of this. Now that you brought that up, es cuando Chucky, así se llamaba el head coach de what's his name? He was an NFL coach named Chucky. He was a coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then he was with the Raiders. John Gruden, I believe that was his name. Is it John Gruden? Yes. He was mistreating the players. He was being racist and all this other stuff. Lo corrieron. They stripped him from everything. I mean, from being a Super Bowl head coach, winning a Super Bowl, from everything. They took a lot of shit away from him, recognitions from him. Entonces,
Mhm.
lo corrieron a la verga de Los Angeles Raiders. And that's because how you carry yourself, how you conduct yourself, it's that image you carry with you. And yes, I helped them get recognized at the time. And and then recently he shared a post about the VA, the veterans, the VA department was supporting the LGBT community. John Allen got very offended because he is homophobic. Entonces me pongo a pensar yo, why didn't you get offended when I helped you out get recognized? Right? If
Yeah.
everybody, and I'm not gonna label myself as being gay or homo or whatever the fuck, because I've always said I'm not gonna let nobody label myself. But realistically, you know how it is society. They'll still say, okay, well he likes men, he's gay, whatever the fuck. But the thing is, ahí no le caló. He said that wasn't an issue there, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y por eso te digo, like, I mean, God don't like ugly. And whatever these people, I mean, whatever any of these people that are doing anything against anybody, it doesn't necessarily have to be Vanessa. It can be anybody.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, todo lo bueno que has hecho, it goes to nothing. It all goes to zero because of the fact that you're an ugly person. You're an ugly individual with ugly sentimientos. O sea, you don't have any good in you if you're doing all these other things that at the end of the day make you look bad.
But the thing is that también Vanessa, mira, sí la cagó, and not because I want to say anything, but esta mujer también calling jobs, people's jobs was a little bit fucked up too.
And we go back to the same thing. Te digo lo mismo, Jaime. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean just that I'm going to pick and choose and whatever's beneficial to
Because to
me.
be honest,
Si ella
I
hizo
like
eso, pues, I mean, you reap what you sow.
to be honest, you know, yes, she did wrong, they did wrong, but some of it was a little bit overboard by the other parties. Like when they celebrated when she was arrested, I don't think there was no need for celebration. When they removed her kids, I don't think there was no need to celebrate that. Yo no tengo my own kids, but I'm sure it's very difficult if it was anybody else que le quitaran los hijos. And even si la persona anda mal, I mean, nobody's perfect. Everybody has committed mistakes down the grapevine. Yo la he cagado todo el tiempo. Yo era ratero, era drogadito, era de lo peor, right? So yo no soy quien juzgar una persona that loves to do drugs. I can't go judge somebody because I lived it myself. So I'm not gonna be fucking a hypocrite and say, oh no, esta roqueta el pedo cuando yo anduve junto con ella, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so it's just a lot of cluster right now that I just feel like she needs to step it up to the plate. Frank needs to step it up to the plate, to be honest. And I know he doesn't want to participate, which is great. You don't have to. I don't need Frank to participate. As mas, the last time my page went down, he didn't share my page on his page. I was able to do it on my own with you guys helping me out. So
Yeah.
like this time around, he left me do it on my own. He did have he was managing my YouTube channel too and my page on Facebook too. And
Oh,
yeah, he was managing everything. So when I decided to remove him off of everything, he got very upset. And to me, it's like, "Pa que te enojas?" It's my choice whether to have you as a moderator, as an admin, or whatever the hell, you know.
pues sí, and at the end of the day, it's like lo que molesta is that all this time he's
Delia said
wanting to.
it was the 1 year anniversary. Not okay. Como quiera, Delia. I think that's a little bit sad when you want to go celebrate somebody's arrest. Es algo muy gacho, digo yo.
Sí, porque mira, no es nada bueno, like it's nothing good. Es como, por ejemplo, y es nomás un ejemplo, and I'm not encouraging anybody to go and celebrate anybody's mamas or daddies or whoever's death, pero a nadie le gustaría que fuera el aniversario de muerte de su madre, de su padre, de su hermano, de su hermana, and for them to be having this grand party, hey, qué padre que se murió el papá o la mamá de fulano o fulana de tal, like nobody would like that. So then what does it, por qué lo hace bien, or how does it make it all right for you to do it for Vanessa? But yet, let's say the tables would turn and Vanessa would have a party for the anniversary of when Annette's mom died. And she
Mm-hmm.
were to say, ay, qué bueno, qué padre que se murió la pinche viejilla. Like, she wouldn't like it. It's
Mm-hmm.
just putting yourself on somebody else's feet or on
Right.
somebody else's shoes. You know, más que nada, ponte en los zapatos de la otra
You know,
persona. A mí me
I
gustaría, no.
I
Entonces no
think
lo hagas.
I think she has very good intentions. Vanessa does have intentions to when she announces that she wants to run for office. I believe she has brilliant ideas. I think she has a lot of potential. But the problem here that I see is that she needs to take time off to herself and remove herself from social media and do all that stuff. What happened? What happened?
Open the door.
For
Hurry up
what?
in.
For what?
Because we're leaving
I'm still
early.
doing my live.
Well, they're already closing, so we have to get in. It's already 12.
It's 11:49.
But they're already kicking everybody out.
Oh, you guys.
Well, we can still do it. We can still do it.
No, because I'm having a topic.
Huh?
I'm having a topic. It's not about any of that. So I see a lot of potential in Vanessa, to be honest, but I think she needs to take time off from social media itself.
Yeah.
That's what I believe she needs to do.
Yeah, the thing is that, I mean, we can go on and on and on and on about it, but at the end of the day, es como sea cada quien, el corazón que tenga cada quien. Si tienes un corazón podrido, that's what you're gonna give out to people. But if
Right.
you have a good heart, a kind, a caring heart, then you're not going to be doing that. And it all starts with a good leader. If you have somebody that leads by example and puts a stop to it,
Right.
you're gonna have good people with good intentions,
Mm-hmm.
with a kind and caring heart. But if you have somebody que a cada rato nomás está nombre y que esta y que la otra y que la otra y que esta y que chingue su madre y que dale en la madre y que todo, everything be negative, of course it's always going to be that.
It's
It's always
the
going
only
to
thing that
be.
I feel, and to be honest, is like all the rest of the people who have the potential pressing charges and doing what they got to do, they never did it. I feel que me dejaron con la muleta.
Well, yeah.
Pretty much. Me dejaron, you deal with it. Thank you for opening the doors. Thank you for doing this. And we're out. And it's like, the fuck you mean you're out? To me, it doesn't work like that. But, oh, well, it's ni modo.
Yeah, you took a chance, and you, at the end of the day, it's a lesson learned. Porque ahora I think that you're gonna think twice before you let anybody be your admin or be your moderator or be whatever they want to be in your platform. Because at the end of the day, you have to understand, Jaime, and I've always told you this, y no es por hablar mal de nadie, porque no es para hablar mal de nadie, and whoever wants to see it in a different way, they can go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna, sit here and say, oh, I don't want you to see it this way because I'm me. No. Si lo quieres ver de la manera que lo quieres ver, míralo así. Pero I've always told you this, Jaime, you have to see it as you only have you, yourself, and you at the end of the day. Porque yo no me voy a sentar a una cárcel por ti. Así como nadie lo va a ir a hacer. Es la verdad, it's the truth. I'm
Mhm.
just being all the way 1000. Like, yo no me voy a sentar a una cárcel, ay, porque Jaime, que porque esto, no. Te puedo mandar dinero para que te saques, pero que yo me vaya a ir a sentar a una cárcel, no. And that's what everybody else, and to answer your question, like, why haven't they done it? Porque no se van a ir a sentar a una cárcel por ti.
Mhm.
That's why you got to be very smart about, the decisions that you do or you take from here on out.
But let me tell
Because
you something. I'm gonna be honest. I don't regret this arrest. I do not regret it because it brought justice uh, to the Marroquin family. To be honest, that's the way I see things.
very good. I mean, qué bueno, ¿verdad? Porque pues at least you feel okay with the arrest and don't feel like,
What
oh, it
happened?
was not
To
worth
drop
it.
you off.
Okay, first.
I don't know where I'm gonna
That's
leave
what
you.
I'm going.
So, yeah, I don't regret this arrest because it actually brings justice and peace to that family that was put through a lot of torment, and basically that's how I see things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bueno, pues chica, I'll let you
Bueno,
go
ya estás, girl.
because
But let me drop off these people, guys, and I'll come back live. Thank you all.